Hi everyone, I'm Major. In this video, we will explain forward box modeling for ArchiWood. Box forward modeling is in the modeling of ArchiWood, a very important modeling method. I also recommend that users, a modeling method that beginners should master. In the previous video, we have talked about table modeling and also talked about the way of converting two-dimensional to three-dimensional modeling. In this video, we will talk about the positive modeling of boxes. The box forward modeling. It does not use any CAD drawings in SketchUp to directly create three-dimensional models, which meets the creative needs of designers. Of course, box forward modeling requires the most knowledge points. In the process of using it is an important part, is to use the smart box. Through the smart box, we can complete the design refinement and also deepen the design to meet our production needs. Let's take this wardrobe as an example. This wardrobe is actually the case we talked about in the previous video. We talked about before. Now, without using CAD drawings, directly through the smart box, to create the model step by step. Open a SketchUp. Delete unnecessary objects. Then clean up the model. Unused items. Of course, doing this every time. If it seems troublesome, we can consider making a template, so we don't need to clean up the sky check every time. To clean up. Okay, let's create an order next. Just like we did before. We first write the order number. Then write the name of the order. Then write the customer's name. After writing, we can save it. In this way, in all orders, we can see the order we just created. Then we can open Panel for ArchiWood Client. Under the Cabinet module, you can see a box icon. This is the smart box we just talked about. Click on this icon and the parameter panel of the smart box will pop up. Here, we can set its parameters. To make settings, for example, we can set its width, set its height, and depth. After setting it, we can click the placement below. After clicking, put the mouse cursor anywhere in the drawing area. Click to end the operation by pressing the spacebar. In this way, we have drawn an intelligent box. Of course, if the box we draw, if you think the size is wrong, we can click on it. When the green grips appear, put the mouse cursor on the grip point. Click and move the mouse. We can move it down or up. Then in the number input box in the lower right corner, and enter equal to 1800. Enter. In this way, we will modify its height and its width, and the same for its width. We can drag it to the left or right. Then in the number input box in the lower right corner, enter an accurate value. We can enter equal to 800 and press enter. In this way, its width will be equal to 800. Okay. We can press Ctrl and Z to undo the operation. This box is a hole. We can split it. We can use the quick icons below too. To quickly split it, for example, divide it into 3. In this way, it will be evenly divided into 3. Of course, after selecting it, right-click the pop-up context menu and click Merge Box. In this way, it will be restored to a whole. Of course, besides clicking these shortcut icons below, we can also click on the top. We can perform precise control. For example, if we want to split it left and right, we can enter here. Enter the size of the split. For example, the left side is 100. And 200 for the middle part. And the right side is a whole. Then separate the sizes with a colon. And then click OK. In this way, here is 100, and 200 here, and here it is, a whole. So we enter 1. OK, press the spacebar to end the operation. Then, select all. Right-click the context menu that pops up. Click Merge Box. After we select this box, we can split it again. It shows 60 to 1 to 60. So it means that the left side will be divided into 60, and the right 60%. The middle is a hole. So, the middle part is represented by 1. We click OK, so we can see here is 60. 60 here, and 1 here. So, it means this. Okay, we can also merge it into a box. The upper and lower division. And the front and back division of the icon. The usage methods are the same. A method that I personally prefer to use is to directly enter the dividing value and directly enter the splitting value to split the box. Now we put the mouse cursor on the box, on the horizontal line. You can see there is a yellow and red highlight display. We can put the mouse cursor on the vertical line, and a yellow and red display will appear. Okay, we can put the cursor on the front and back lines. There will be a yellow and red display. Wherever we put the cursor, it will split in that direction. If we put the cursor on the horizontal line, it will be divided left and right. If we put the cursor on the vertical line, it will split up and down. If we put the cursor on the depth line, or the line in front and back, it will perform a front to back split. Okay, if we put the cursor on the horizontal line, we want to split it left and right, the yellow line on the left, which represents dividing from left to right. So, how to enter it? We enter a slash and a number in the lower right corner. Just enter slash and a number. It's very simple. Okay, now we put the cursor here. Enter a slash and the number 3 in the lower right box. And press enter, which means dividing it into 3 parts. Okay, Ctrl plus Z to undo the operation. Let's do it again. After clicking, put the cursor here. We enter a slash and 5, and press enter. In this way, it will be divided into 5 parts. Okay, Ctrl plus Z to undo the operation. Some friends may not know where the slash is. The slash. You can type this slash on this key on the keyboard. Okay, next. We can put the cursor here. We can make an accurate division. In the number input box in the lower right corner, enter slash 100 space 200 space 1. Enter, and then, it will be divided from left to right. This is 100, this is 200, and this is 1. Okay, let's undo the operation with Ctrl Z. If we put the cursor, if it's placed on the right of the horizontal line, and the yellow line is on the right, it means splitting from right to left. Okay, in the number input box in the lower right corner, enter slash 100 space 200 space 1, enter. We can see that this is 100, this is 200. And this is 1. Okay, let's undo the operation with Ctrl Z so that we can to make an accurate division, including up and down and front and back. Its division is the same. Okay, next, we can perform an accurate segmentation on it. Place the cursor on the horizontal line. We need to split it left and right. We can enter a slash 18, a space, and 1. Space 18, enter. In this way, this is 18, and this is 1. There will be a size of 18 on the right. Okay, we can split it in the middle from top to bottom. Place the cursor on this vertical line. Sometimes, it doesn't show up. We can rotate the view, and the yellow line will appear on it, which represents the direction of the split is from top to bottom. Okay, we enter a slash, 55, a space, and enter. In this way, the top will be divided into a 55 size, and 1 below. 1 represents it as a whole. This is how to use the box. Now, after we click to select the box, we need to turn it into a cabinet to generate some frames. At this time, we can see the quick icons below. If we want to generate a frame with a kicker, we can click this icon. After clicking, we directly click OK. In this way, we can see 1 click to turn it into the cabinet. The cabinet model we need. The left side is a ceiling plate, or the viewing panel. We need to turn this box into a board. We can see the shortcut icon, the box to board icon. After clicking this icon, we can see that it has become a board. The top part is a ceiling plate, top seal plate, and we can see here, there will be an icon for the top seal plate. Click and confirm. In this way, it becomes an L-shaped top seal plate. This is all modular. We can basically create the model with 1 click. To create the model, it's very simple and very efficient. Next, we can continue to draw some parts inside. We recommend using Quick Design. After clicking this icon, then, at the top, some quick icons of the board pieces will pop up. In order to better display, we can move the icons here to the top and adjust their positions. Then, adjust it. Then we can here to draw fixed layer boards, active layer board, neutral board, back panel, baby board and other parts. Okay, let's click to draw a fixed layer board first. Place the cursor on the vertical board. Here we need to note that if we want to draw a horizontal board, after we click to activate it, we need to put the cursor on the vertical board. If we put it on this horizontal board, it won't work. Okay, enter the desired dimension here. We directly enter the current plate size. Enter the current size of the board. For example, we enter 400 and press enter. At this time, it will be 400. If we need to adjust it, we click 400 and enter 450 here. Click OK, and then it'll be changed to 450. So it's very convenient for us to adjust it. After setting it, we can press the key on the keyboard, the approximate equal sign key. Where is the approximately equal sign? It's the key to the left of the Arabic numeral 1. This is called the approximately equal sign. If we press this key to generate the plate key. Okay, let's press the approximate symbol. In this way, the plate key, it will be generated. Let's do it again. After clicking to activate, place the mouse cursor here, then enter 1395 and press enter. At this time, it will be 1395. At this time, you will find that the value we enter is actually controlled from bottom to top. If we want to reverse it, we want to control from top to bottom. At this time, how can we enter a value in the number input box? To enter a value, for example, if we want to control it around 420. We press the spacebar to end the operation. Okay, activate the quick design icon. Click this icon and put the mouse cursor here. In the number input box in the lower right corner, enter a comma and 420. Enter, and then the number above is 420. Okay, the approximate equal sign, click it, and the board part is generated. If we draw the board part wrong, we need to delete it. One way is, we can double-click to enter the group editing state. Click to select the plate, and then press the delete key to delete it. This is one way. Okay, we press the ES key to exit the operation. The second common method is, we can activate the adjustment version, and then directly click the plate key to be deleted, and then press the delete key to delete it directly across layers. This operation is what I recommend. We know how to draw this horizontal plate. Let's take a look at the vertical board next. Click the icon for the neutral plate. Put the cursor on the horizontal board. Note that we want to draw a vertical board. If we activate it, if we put the cursor on this vertical board, it won't work. We need to put it on the horizontal board. If we want to evenly place it, we can enter a slash and 2 in the lower right corner. Enter a / and 2, and press enter. In this case, both sides are 915. It's evenly divided. We can change the /2 to a /3, and change it to a /3, enter. In this way, it will be evenly divided into 3 spaces, and generate 2 vertical boards. We can also change it. For example, we type a /5 and enter. In this case, it will be evenly divided. Okay, here, we want to divide it into 2 parts. Enter, a / and 2, enter. Press the equal sign. Okay, this board is generated. Of course, if we don't want to divide equally, we can imagine the previous one, and control the exact value in a personalized way. How to do it? Now, we can delete this part. After deleting it, then activate Quick Design. Click this icon and place it here. Then we directly in the lower right corner, in the value input box, and enter the exact value. For example, enter 444. At this time, it will be 444. If we directly enter the value, it actually controls the left side. If we want to control the right side, we can add a comma before the number. Okay, let's do it again. At this time, we can enter a comma here. 444, enter. In this way, after we enter the comma 444, the right side will be 444. So, it is very convenient to control the precise size of our board. Okay, we enter a /2, and enter the equal sign, and press the equal sign. Then we click on the horizontal board. Then, place the cursor here. We can enter 410, enter, equal sign, press. Press it. Place it here. We can enter a comma, 420, and enter. Press it. Rotate the view, and put the cursor here. Enter comma, 420, enter, equal sign, click, OK. We put the cursor here. Enter 900, enter, and press the equal sign. In this way, we can precisely control the drawing of our board. How can we quickly view? How can we quickly view and display it? We can consider, under the Extension Program menu, find the Zhongzhou tool, and then find the Audit tool. Then we click on the Audit tool. At this time, the current size will be displayed. We can consider setting the Review tool. Set a shortcut key. In this way, we can quickly display the dimension we want to view. Okay, let's continue to draw. Here, there will be a clothes hanger. We pick the inner space and click this icon. Place the mouse cursor here and click when the blue display appears. Then we can click the icon of the hanger rod, and it will automatically generate a hanger rod. Okay, put it here. Of course, there are some shortcuts. Now, we can enter 789 in the number input box. Enter 789, 789. Enter. In this way, we can also generate this hanger rod. If we want to generate more, we click, and then in the number input box in the lower right corner, and enter 789 and press enter, and it can be quickly generated. Okay, let's continue to create its back panel. We pick the inner space here, and then hold down the Shift key, and click the mouse cursor on other inner spaces. Okay, continue to click. In this way, we can select multiple inner spaces. After picking up the inner space, we can release the Shift key, then right-click the context menu that pops up. We can add a back panel to it, or a baby board, for example. If we add a back panel, at this time, we can set the thickness of the board and the distance behind the board. After setting, click OK. This way, we can quickly draw the back panel. After drawing it, we can draw its door panel. Okay, let's pick the inner space first. Then, after picking the inner space, place the mouse cursor on the green plus and minus. Move the mouse to the lower board key and click. To generate the door panel, we can directly click this icon, or the number input box in the lower right corner, and enter 11, then press enter. In this way, we can generate the door panel with one click. The generated door panel is actually a full cover. That is, this door panel. It covers the backboard completely. For the creation of other panels, such as the drawer below, or the door panel on the left, may not be very friendly. At this time, we need to control the cover value. The input method of the cover value is very simple. We just enter the upper cover, lower cover, and 4 values for the left and right covers. Separate the cover values with spaces. Okay, here, we can delete the door panel first, and then we pick up the cavity. After adjusting it, we can enter the number in the lower right corner. Enter 11, space, upper cover, for example, 18. Space lower cover, for example, 9. Space left cover, for example, 11, 18. And the right cover is 9. Then, press enter. In this way, we can adjust its calcium value. At this time, we can see that the right and bottom, its calcium value, are empty. It's 9 when half of it is empty. Okay, this means that. How to precisely adjust its calcium value? Okay, let's continue drawing. Of course, if we want to add a light strip here, it is also possible. After we pick the empty space, in the number input box in the lower right corner, enter the shortcut key of the light strip, or module code. We can enter 601. Enter. In this way, here, a light strip will be added. Of course, we don't need this light strip. We don't need it. We can double-click to enter, select it, and press the delete key to delete it. Here, we need to draw a door. This door is actually disconnected. How do we draw a broken door? It's very simple. First, we still need to pick the inner space. After picking the inner space, we enter the shortcut key for a broken door, 115. Enter. In this way, we generate a broken door. Now we don't see the effect, because Because we haven't set it, we double-click to enter. To enter the group editing state, click to select the door. Click to select. This is a pair of doors. We need to double-click it again, and click to the right door. Then put the mouse cursor on it. Right-click the context menu that pops up. We click on the Edit Parameters option. Here, we can see its common parameters. Here, we can see that there is the parameter of splitting. Now, it's 1. We can change it to 2 and press Enter. In this way, it will be divided into 2. We can change it to 3. It will be divided into 3. The hinges inside will also be handled. For example, if we split it into 2, enter the hinges inside, we can see that it is automatically processed. Then, below, if we need to split it into the required size, we can enter the size we need. And then, enter a colon and a 1, which is 600 to 1. And press Enter. In this way, the bottom can control the size we need. After the operation, we can close the group editing state. This means that how to draw a dividing door. After the division, we can open it to check. That's the effect we need. Then, here, we can also draw a drawer. First, select the inner space. After picking the inner space, place the mouse cursor here, right-click, and click the context menu that pops up. We can click Add Drawer. Then, here, we can set the parameters of the drawer. For example, the drawer, it's a vertical drawer. And then, it's 2. The protrusion of the drawer is 2, and then, there is no inward retreat. And there is no ceiling plate. These parameters is set according to our actual needs. It is an outer cover drawer. Then, the parameter. The upper cover is and the upper cover is actually a half cover. We can enter 9. And the lower cover is a full cover. We can enter the corresponding parameter. The left cover, it is actually a full cover. The right cover, it's a 9. Okay. After setting it, then we can click Generate below. In this way, we can see that to generate the drawer we need. Okay, here, we can simply use the interactive animation icon to check it out. After creating it, we can make some adjustments to its details, such as the ceiling plate. For this ceiling plate, we can see that its length is not aligned with the inside. We can adjust the icon of the board and click on this board part. Then we click the arrow and enter the size here. For example, if we want to adjust 20, we enter a -20. In this way, it will be adjusted. It's the same on this side. We can adjust the board by and then make an adjustment. Enter a -20 and press Enter. Then this board will be adjusted. Okay, for this ceiling plate, we need to adjust. We can use the built-in move tool in SU and move it backward. We can enter 20. Okay, for the door panel, we need to raise it again. We still need to activate the adjustment board key. After clicking the first one, hold down the Shift key, click, click, click. It can select in batches. Click the arrow. Here, we can enter -50 and press Enter. In this way, the top plate key will be adjusted. Okay, we can also adjust the bottom kicker. Same way, by adjusting the board key. Click, click, click. Okay, after clicking, click the arrow, and then we enter here. Enter the size we need. For example, enter -70 and press Enter. Press the spacebar to end the operation. Okay, the bottom kicker has also been adjusted. In this way, we have completed the creation of the entire cabinet. After creating it, remember to save the model. After saving, we can close SketchUp or open a blank SketchUp. Of course, if we want to view the model we have drawn, it's very simple. We just need to open the project management and find the project order we created. Then open the model in the production section. After clicking this option, and then we can open the model we just drew. In our actual work, in the actual modeling process, we will encounter various modeling problems. If we can't solve these problems, welcome to our after-sales service group. To communicate, the technical teacher will assist you in solving all problems. That's all for this video. Thank you, all.